Did you know that braiding straight hair is a whole different game compared to braiding textured or kinky hair? In today's video, I'll be sharing 10 expert tips for braiding straight hair into the perfect stitch braids. Straight hair is smooth, it's slippery, and it can be tough to keep in place while braiding. But don't worry, with the right tips and techniques, you can get a clean, long-lasting braid that stays put. Now let's dive into these tips that'll help you stay on top of your straight hair braiding game. Tip number 1, hair length matters. First things first, your hair needs to be at least 4 inches long to braid it into stitch braids without adding extensions. If your hair's shorter than that, you're gonna need extensions for both length and thickness. Since straight hair don't have the texture like afro or kinky hair, blow drying ain't gonna help add extra length, because there's no shrinkage to stretch out. Basically, what you see is what you get in terms of length. Tip number 2, avoid braiding wet or damp hair. Now, don't braid your hair when it's wet or damp, y'all. Braiding straight hair while it's wet can be real finicky, and trust me, you want better results. Let it dry first, and you'll be good to go. If you've been enjoying this video so far, do well to subscribe and turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss a moment. Tip number 3, avoid leave-in conditioner. While leave-in products are great for detangling, they just make the hair even more slippery, which makes it harder to keep the braid tight and neat. Stick to gels or mousses that give you hold instead. Tip number 4, detangle the hair. Before you start braiding, make sure to detangle your hair properly. If there's any knots or tangles, it's gonna be way harder to create those neat, clean stitches. Use a wide tooth comb to get through it, and then detangle with a blow dryer and a detangling pick, working gently from the ends up to the roots. Tip number 5, straighten wavy or curly hair. Not all straight hair is perfectly straight, y'all. Some of it's got waves or curls. If that's you, grab a comb attachment and blow dryer to straighten it out before braiding. That way you can create nice, clean, uniform stitches. Tip number 6, use extra hold gel. Since straight hair can slip out real easy, you need to use some extra firm hold gel. I recommend the Shine and Jam Magic Fingers Extra Firm Hold Gel, or the Shine and Jam Conditioning Gel for braiding. Apply it generously to each section before you start braiding. It adds grip, controls flyaways, and helps keep your braid neat from start to finish. It'll also keep your hair nourished. Tip number 7, braid close to the scalp. Now, with straight hair, you gotta braid close to the scalp to keep the braid secure. Because it don't have natural texture, you need to make sure the braid's tight and stays put. Keep steady tension throughout so you get that clean, tight finish. Tip number 8, work in smaller sections. For stitch braids, especially with straight hair, work in smaller sections. This gives you better control and makes the look more defined. Since straight hair's slippery, smaller stitches help keep everything neat and consistent. Tip number 9, secure with elastic bands. Straight hair tends to have blunt ends, which makes it easier for the braid to unravel. Always secure those ends with mini elastic bands to keep the braid intact. And finally, tip number 10, be patient. Braiding straight hair can take a little more time, especially if you're aiming for perfect, clean stitches. Precision is key, so take your time and get each section right. And that's it, y'all. Your complete guide for braiding straight hair. With the right prep, products, and a little patience, you'll have sleek, polished braids that stay put all day. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more hair care tips and tricks. And if you've got any favorite products or techniques for braiding straight hair, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from y'all. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.